Hello, my beautiful souls. This is the Mother's Voice. Today's story is a little heavy, a little painful, but I promise, inside this pain, there is courage, truth, and a light that refuses to fade. Sometimes, behind the smiles we see, there hides a darkness no one speaks about. So many women stay silent, not because they want to, but because they believe no one will believe me. Or maybe this is just my fate. But no, my dear. Suffering is not your destiny. Silence is not your duty. And the story I'm sharing today, it isn't just about one woman. It's for anyone who has been breaking quietly, carrying a pain they never deserved. And before we begin, if you feel connected to stories like this, stories that heal, stories that hold your heart gently, please take a moment to subscribe to the Mother's Voice. Your support helps this family grow, and trust me, it means more than words. So now, my love, sit down, take a gentle breath, and let me begin today's story. And remember, the Mother's Voice is always with you. My name is Alyssa Carter, and like so many women, I believed my marriage would be the beginning of a beautiful life. When I first met Eric, he was charming, funny in a quiet way, and he looked at me like I was the only person in the world. Everyone said, "Alyssa, you're lucky. He's a good man, strong, responsible." For the first few months, he really was. He opened doors for me, he brought me flowers, he cooked dinner, tucked my hair behind my ears, and whispered, "I'll always protect you." I believed him, but I didn't know what he planned to protect me from, or what I'd need protection from him.
It happened 6 months into our marriage. I forgot to pick up his dry cleaning. That's it. Such a small thing. He didn't yell. He didn't insult me. He just walked toward me slowly, closed the kitchen door behind him, and slapped me across the face. Hard. I fell against the counter. He stood there breathing heavily, then suddenly grabbed me and held me tight. "I'm sorry," he whispered into my hair. "You made me worry. You made me look bad. Just don't do it again, please. I love you." I wanted to believe him. And so, I did. That's how it always begins, with one hit, followed by tears, apologies, and promises that never last. The violence didn't stay occasional. It became a routine, a schedule, a sickness. If dinner wasn't hot enough, he hit me. If his boss yelled at him, he hit me. If I cried, he hit me again for being dramatic. He controlled everything. My phone, my friends, even my clothes. He'd say, "No wife of mine will embarrass me. You're mine, understand?" I understood too well. But I stayed. Because leaving didn't feel safe, and staying felt like the only option. That's how abuse traps you. Not with chains, but with fear.
It was a Tuesday afternoon. He came home early. He looked angry, his shoulders stiff, his jaw clenched. I knew the signs. He didn't say a word. He just grabbed my arm, dragged me into the bedroom, and started hitting me, again and again, until the world spun and everything went silent. I passed out. When I opened my eyes, I was in a car, my vision blurry, my head throbbing. Eric was driving fast. He noticed me waking up and snapped, "Don't say a word. You fell down the stairs. Do you understand? You fell down the stairs." I didn't respond. I couldn't. The bright lights of the emergency room burned my eyes. Eric held my hand tightly, too tightly, as if I might run away. He kept repeating the same story to every nurse. She fell. She slipped on the stairs. She's so clumsy. I told her to be careful. He even forced a chuckle. I stayed silent. When the doctor finally came in, a tall woman with sharp eyes, she looked at my face for 1 second and knew. She didn't even touch me yet. She just looked. Then she turned to Eric and said, in a calm but cold voice, "Sir, the injuries on your wife's face do not match the pattern of a fall." Eric froze. His face went pale, his hands clenched, his eyes darted around the room. For the first time ever, I saw fear in his eyes. The doctor turned to me and asked softly, "Alyssa, are you safe at home?" My lips trembled. I could feel Eric's eyes stabbing into me. I whispered, "No." That one word changed my entire life. The doctor nodded. She stepped outside, and within seconds, 2 security officers entered the room. "Sir, please step outside." Eric panicked. "What? No, she's my wife. She fell. Alyssa, tell them." I kept my eyes on the floor and said nothing. Security removed him. That was the first moment I breathed freely in years. The hospital didn't let him see me again. They contacted a women's shelter, a legal advocate, and a social worker. For the first time, someone held my hand without hurting me. Someone asked me what I wanted, and I realized something. I wanted my life back. I wanted peace. I wanted freedom. Eric was arrested 2 days later, and I began to heal. Slowly, gently, painfully, but finally. Months later, I sat in a support group and told my story for the first time. I cried, I shook, my voice cracked, but I told it. Because if my story can help even one woman recognize the signs and leave before it's too late, then everything I survived has meaning. Today, I am safe. I live on my own. I work again. I smile again. I breathe again. And I share my story for every woman still trapped in silence. If you or someone you know is experiencing domestic violence, you are not alone. There is help, there is hope, and there is a way out. Thank you for listening to Alyssa's story today. If you believe these stories matter, please like, share, and subscribe to The Mother's Voice. Your support helps us reach more people who need courage, comfort, and strength. Stay safe, stay kind, and remember, your voice matters.